never been here like this before.
Like this?
Free.
How do you manage to take your prison with you wherever you go?
Here's how. My stepmother's friends scout out a place upstate for a picnic, and we do some all-out gourmet affair. Long skirts, big hats, silver trays with cream puffs and pâté. The men wear straw hats, crystal goblets, pink wine, card games, and gossip. Stepmother gets drunk, humiliates me. I cry, promise to do better next time, beg for her love. Then Stevenson calls, but my head hurts so that I can't see him.
You have a fortune that could free you of it all.
It's easier said than done. What's this one?
A tiger lotus, native to my home. I have seen it grow abundantly on fertile hillsides. A sudden rain drives into it, and its turgid membranes burst, almost in a moment, into the flower you see here.
It's beautiful. When was the last time you saw it wild?
20 years ago, on a filthy, humid day while traveling to Guilin.
20 years ago. I was 4 years old and I couldn't go out my front door. I still can't.
Some things are easier when you do not have a choice, which brings me to a task I have for you.
What?
The impossible.
In real life?
Increasingly real. Show me how this subject does the impossible.
What shall I make him do? Stop a bullet, turn a kitten into an umbrella?
It is no less than I demand of myself, although to capture infinity in the beat of a hummingbird's wings was the end of a different quest.
Oh, no, you're serious. Lee, how can I make him do the impossible unless I can do it?
I will be interested to see your answer.
我们已经归还他所有其他东西，他被转移到了莲花府。
他有一组业绩，
好像丢了。
You cook.
I studied with Monsieur Henri, and I've had it with those twigs and roots you've been feeding me.
Monsieur Henri?
Don't tell anyone. I was supposed to be getting my nails done.
The results will show whether it is worth telling about.
Why do you always have to be so smart? You know, Lee, you're not the only one who knows a thing or two. I try to improve my mind. I read books. Did you know that within a solar system, smaller planets are more likely to develop civilizations than larger ones?
Is this what your powers of inquiry have produced?
For your information, the large planets block asteroids that might hit the small planets and destroy their nascent life forms. Earth is a perfect example. There's Jupiter and Saturn orbiting out there, and we're one of the smaller.
You devote your mental energy to this irrational theorizing?
I don't think it's so rational to dismiss it just like that.
What about all the empty space around the small planets? There is much more of that than there is total mass of large planets, leaving the asteroids for the most part a clear path to the small planets.
Well, now you're theorizing.
I am showing you that scientists make things up. Oh.
Enjoy your dinner.
I shall. And I did not feed you twigs and roots. Those were crickets.
Young lady, you haven't eaten.
I'm not hungry.
That's no way to appear before the king.
I suppose you're the chief wife?
My name is Shasha. No wives in the king's service. The women are paid attendants. In accordance with Gao tradition, the king was raised in a monastery until he ascended the throne. He has an infant nephew. You'll soon know more of our ways.
How cruel can you be? You've deprived me of my dearest companion, and now you refuse me even the cold comfort of going home alone.
I am offering you the best I can. You call it cruel. I must at least exceed the determination of my enemies.
Enemies? Do you know them from innocent passers-through?
Did your friend not explain this?
We didn't get that far. The moment I saw his wife,
Careful. Lady Ming-na is my sister. It surprises you, but I know that her first loyalty will always be to me, and her husband's will always be to her. So, you really know nothing of this place.
Only that I want to leave it.
Then make what you will of what I am about to tell you. According to legend, there lived in ancient Gao an extremely clever and gifted artist who one day carved a phoenix of the purest jade. Being also something of a conjurer, he endowed the phoenix with a wonderful magic. It gathered in and reflected all the wisdom and beauty of mankind. But all who beheld it, gazed upon it, touched it, heard its song when it was held to the wind, vanished, transported to a place unknown, presumably some perfect and otherwise unreachable existence. Whatever their doom, a wise king saw the danger of such a thing. It could draw all who knew of it to their ecstatic deaths and put an end to Gao, or it could drive his people to destroy each other in some mad pursuit of it. Or it could bring greedy adventurers to Gao from all corners of the earth. So he had the thing hidden in a place that no one knows to this day. But the legend spread, and from time immemorial, Gao has been beset by fortune hunters who seek the phoenix. The kings of Gao have tried to prevent the spread of the legend and defended Gao with firm policy. Our people are not weakened with superstition and poverty, but strengthened with knowledge and spears, and no outsiders who come here may leave. Of course, the phoenix is nothing but a tale. If I had such a thing, I would easily defeat my enemies by showing it to them and making them disappear.
Why don't they realize that? Why do they keep coming?
Why do you think? I have often pondered this question.
People aren't rational.
Yes, coarse and wanton, they flout reason. Why do they not take inspiration from the legend instead and strive to achieve such wisdom and beauty? Your society can be no different. If you tell them of this, they will come to Gao again and again to stab its heart and liver.
What can I do? What can I do to convince you I won't talk of this place if you let me go?
Nothing. I will never let you go.
Very well. You may keep me here to the end of my days, but that needn't be long.
Then I say to you what you already know. Self-destruction would be foolish and wrong. Will you hear some advice? Resolve on a happy life and yield to simple prompts to open your heart. There are some who would envy you your choices. Teacher Zhang, the apples are not to your taste this harvest?
Just not this morning.
I have an important matter that you must see to. A conjurer and his magical phoenix. I said the impossible, not the fantastical.
I'm not finished yet. I'm working through some new perspectives.
Indeed, you seem to be wide of your happy ending. Remember, I must be able to paint this.
I can only give you what my quest for truth and beauty gives me.
Ah, yes, that poet you admire.
For me?
As you see.
Well, the impossible is at hand. You didn't happen to see a copy of it in Russian.
Russian? Do not tell me you can read Russian.
I can't. Aren't you ever curious about me, Lee?
You are serving my needs. What interests me about you is that you are mine.
Yours? You're what?
那是什么？
我从来没有见过这样的动物。
不要伤害它，捉住它。这东西是从哪里来的呢
？That sounds like my flute. Whoever's playing it certainly doesn't know what they're doing. English here! English!
Oh, Cristy, Cocosini! Isang kita chef takta?
西山人，西山人
！Shiftanu. Yeman khosnu. Kita dangkos yo Hasan kal diagitu chai. Tala tanda takta yo jas peshan.